Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Welcome to the County of Marin's presentation on the Civilian Oversight Commission and how you can get involved. Today's meeting will be recorded. The video will be available soon at www.marincounty.gov on our Civilian Oversight Commission website. The video from January 15th and January 30th is already posted to the website. It is hosted on the platform YouTube. YouTube does offer translation services for those videos which were recorded in English on January 15th and 30th. Please feel free to rename yourself or turn your camera off if you do not wish to be identified in the recording. And please mute yourself when not speaking to prevent background noise. We're not going to stop for questions in the middle of the presentation, but we are going to have time at the end of the presentation to answer all of your questions. Those questions can either be asked of us verbally by unmuting yourself, or they can be posted to the chat, and we'll go through them at the end of the presentation. A note here about using translation captions in Zoom if you'd like to listen to the presentation in English. But read captions in Zoom. Select the More icon at the bottom of your screen. Select captions from the list. Select caption language from the list, and then choose your preferred languages. There's a graphic on the screen showing what to look for on your Zoom interface. This meeting is also featured in simultaneous English and Spanish audio channels. To access live interpretation in English or Spanish, select the interpretation icon at the bottom of your Zoom screen. It's the little globe symbol highlighted in red there on the graphic that you're seeing on this slide. Select the language that you prefer for your audio feed up top, and tonight's presentation is available in English and Spanish.
Instructions for accessing.
Okay, let's take a moment to meet your presenters this evening. My name is Gary Besser. I am a project manager in the Marin County Executive's Office. And joining me tonight is Ariel Espiritu Santo, Assistant County Executive for the County of Marin. And she'll be available to answer any questions tonight that we have after the presentation, as well as myself. So today we're going to discuss what is a Civilian Oversight Commission, how you can apply, what to expect as a commissioner on the Civilian Oversight Commission. And then finally, maybe most importantly, we're going to answer your questions about the Civilian Oversight Commission, the application process, or about county commissions in general. Now, let's discuss more about what a Civilian Oversight Commission is and what it does. Assembly Bill 1185 from 2021 authorizes California counties to create a civilian oversight body that investigates and monitors the activity of the sheriff's office. On November 5th, 2024, the Board of Supervisors adopted a civilian oversight structure that includes an Office of the Inspector General, staffed within the Office of the County Executive, so that would be a county staff person, and a Civilian Oversight Commission that is appointed by the Board of Supervisors from amongst the community members in Marin. In October 2022, the county convened a Sheriff's Oversight Community Outreach Working Group. This was a collection of involved community members who worked with other stakeholders, including the Office of the County Executive, the Office of County Counsel, the Office of Equity, and NACOLE, the National Association for Civilian Oversight of Law Enforcement. And they worked diligently over the next couple of years to learn about civilian oversight of law enforcement and receive meaningful input from the community through a variety of outreach events. And together, the county offices mentioned above and this community outreach working group put together a set of recommendations for civilian oversight of the sheriff's office to be considered by the Board of Supervisors. So this Civilian Oversight Commission will consist of 9 members. So 5 of these members will be representing the 5 supervisorial districts. So people will apply to represent the district that they live in. And 4 of the COC commissioners will be at-large members, meaning that they can come from any area of the county. They can live anywhere within the county. So there's a few general requirements to apply. One being that you must be of 18 years of age. You must live in Marin County. And we are actively seeking commissioners that represent the diversity of residents within the county. We're looking for folks that live all across the county. We're looking for folks that have all level of experience and interest in this topic. And most importantly, we're hoping to engage individuals that maybe have never been on a commission before, or maybe have never engaged that frequently with county government. So we're really looking to get some new voices and a diversity of voices on this commission. Let's see, some of the other qualifications desirable on this commission. We're looking for individuals that maybe live in an area that receives police services from the Marin County Sheriff. So that would be residents of unincorporated Marin. We're looking folks that perhaps have lived experience with the justice system, folks that have professional experience with the justice system, or really any other lived, professional, volunteer, or civic experience, community organizing, investigations, public service, or any other related activities. So with all that being said, these are a few examples of what might make somebody qualified to serve as a Civilian Oversight Commission. But I want to stress again that there is no previous experience with government or county commissions required. We're actively looking for new voices from amongst our community members to become a part of this important commission. Oh, sorry. So civilian oversight has many benefits to both the community and to law enforcement. One, civilian oversight is uniquely positioned to help build trust between law enforcement and the community because it's made up of individuals who are not sworn law enforcement and individuals who are connected to the community. At the same time, those involved have had training, and we'll talk a little bit more in a couple of slides about what that training entails. Individuals that have training that allows them a knowledge of police policy and procedures and the mandate to look at things from an unbiased lens. Civilian oversight also allows for a more collaborative environment between law enforcement and the communities it serves, which can only contribute to better understanding and an environment that promotes policies and procedures that work better for law enforcement and work better for the communities they serve. Finally, civilian oversight allows for a fair and consistent set of practices within law enforcement, within the monitoring of investigations, and in the fair and consistent application of discipline practices. Although they're just one aspect along with the Office of the Inspector General that will form the oversight structure for the Sheriff's Office in Marin County, commissioners are an incredibly important aspect of the process. First and foremost, commissioners allow the voice of the community into the process. They also provide a direct line of communication to the community, which is critical for effective civilian oversight. A lot of the function that you will find as a commissioner on this board, should you apply and be selected, is that you'll be called on to provide the perspective of the community you represent. Additionally, civilian oversight commissioners provide additional support to staff in the sometimes difficult day-to-day work in the Office of the Inspector General, reviewing complaints, reviewing practices and policy and whatnot. These commissioners are going to receive, as I said before, extensive training, so they're able to provide informed input into the process. Their involvement helps to promote the legitimacy of the oversight process, which helps them build better law enforcement procedures and ultimately better relationships with the community. So the reason, one of the reasons we said we're looking for such a diverse set of individuals on this commission is that lived experience combined with an understanding of the oversight process is going to be essential in a successful oversight commission. So a little bit about a specific set of experience for individuals that may be considering joining the Civilian Oversight Commission, and that's experience with law enforcement. So according to the ordinance passed by the Board of Supervisors authorizing a Civilian Oversight Commission, no more than 2 commissioners may have any previous law enforcement experience. So that's 2 out of 7. They cannot be a current or former law enforcement officer for the Marin County Sheriff, so they can never have worked specifically for the Marin County Sheriff, even if they have previous law enforcement experience. They cannot have worked as a law enforcement officer for any agency within the last 4 years, and they cannot have worked for any law enforcement agency within Marin County, so think municipal police services, for the last 8 years. So most other jurisdictions do allow for former law enforcement officials to serve on the commission, but Marin has some of the most restrictive and strong language regarding limiting the number of individuals with former law enforcement experience that can join our commission. So that was designed with a lot of intentional forethought. So now we're going to discuss how you or your neighbors can apply to become a Civilian Oversight Commissioner. So there's multiple ways to apply for this commission. One is to apply online, and perhaps Ariel, you could post a link to the application in the chat. In addition to applying online, paper applications are available at the Marin County Civic Center in room 329. And paper applications are also available at several locations across the county, both at county facilities and with some of our partner agencies. If you need any help with the application, you can contact us at commissions@marincounty.gov. And inquiries in Spanish or another language other than English will be answered in the language that the email was sent to us for your convenience. Now let's discuss what you can expect if you become a Civilian Oversight Commissioner. So first, let's talk a little bit about county boards and commissions in general. What do they do? So boards and commissions are created by local governments to help represent the voice of the community, to put the community's voice in the governance process. These commissions provide guidance, advice, and information to help the Board of Supervisors make decisions. Commissions work closely with county staff, with other community members, and other stakeholders and agencies around the county in order to provide meaningful information to the Board of Supervisors. Commissioners will often conduct research, interview subject matter experts, and give written or verbal reports of the Board of Supervisors to pass that information along. So as a Civilian Oversight Commissioner specifically, some of the things that you can expect are to attend a comprehensive training program. Again, I'll discuss some of that in more detail in a few slides. You'll learn how to conduct and participate in public government meetings. So that's things like the Brown Act, the Public Records Act, ethics and conduct in open government meetings. You'll receive anti-bias training, anti-harassment training, how to take minutes, all that kind of good stuff. You will also, as a commissioner, assist the Office of the County Executive to conduct a recruitment for the Office of the Inspector General. That's going to be one of the first jobs for the first round of commissioners that are selected. The first round of commissioners will serve either a 3-year, a 2-year, or a 1-year term during the first round of appointments. That's in order to ensure that as we move through our first round of commissioners, we're never left without some more experienced members on the board. After this initial round of appointments, all commissioners on the Civilian Oversight Commission will serve 3-year terms. So in order to encourage participation and to make it a little bit easier to take the time to serve as a Civilian Oversight Commissioner, the county does offer a $50 per meeting stipend. So this includes regular meetings of the commission, as well as any subcommittee meetings, special events, or dedicated tasks that are assigned to you as a commission member, like writing a report, conducting interviews or research, etc. So the stipend is available to any commissioner who completes a simple self-attestation of income form, which is available from county staff, the staff member that is a liaison to the Civilian Oversight Commission, or it can be obtained from the clerk of the board's office in Civic Center room 329. Registration for the stipend program and submission of hours for reimbursement is also available from the county website or directly from the staff person assigned to the Civilian Oversight Commission. So now a little bit about that training that I've mentioned a couple of times before. The county offers a variety of training for Civilian Oversight Commissioners. This will include how to conduct or participate in public government meetings, implicit bias, anti-harassment, cultural competency, and trauma-informed approach training. You'll also learn about the principles of restorative justice, anti-escalation techniques, and behavioral health diversion plans. You'll learn about sheriff's operations and policy. This training on the sheriff's office specifically might include ride-alongs with sheriff's deputies, as well as jail visits. You'll receive training about policing practices in general, about the criminal justice system, about county labor relations, and a number of other things involved with the staffing and operations of the sheriff's office. And finally, you'll receive training that are really applicable to any county commission and will just help you be a good commissioner. That includes ethics training, something called Robert's Rules of Order, which are just a nifty way to run a meeting, and the Public Records Act. So now I just want to give a quick note about privacy as a commissioner. That's a very important topic, and we really want to encourage people to feel safe becoming a county commissioner. So something to remember is that membership on board-appointed commissions is a matter of the public record. The public can look up the names of commissioners on the county webpage. Regular open meetings of county commissions are open to the public. However, the county will not share personal identifying information about commissioners, such as their address, any personal contact info, or any other personal identifying information. Sections of the application to become a Civilian Oversight Commissioner, including those that speak to lived experience with the justice system, will not be disclosed as part of the public record. Additionally, the county has a zero tolerance policy for harassment, bullying, or racism. the expectations and code of conduct at regular open meetings of the Board of Supervisors also apply to meetings of boards and commissions. Finally, some empowerment for the civilian oversight commissioners, standing rules and bylaws, which could include safety standards, will be developed by the commissioners themselves as part of their first set of tasks after being appointed. So the civilian oversight commissioners will be empowered to set the standards of conduct for their own commission. So we really thank you for attending our presentation tonight, but if you'd like to learn more about the Civilian Oversight Commission, or if you'd like to refer a friend to the information, you can visit us at the county website, where you can learn more about county boards and commissions in general. The website's there on the screen. You can learn more about civilian oversight in Marin at the website there, the second bullet point. And then finally, if you have any other questions or want to get more information, you can email us at commissions@marincounty.gov or give us a call at 415-473-7331. So as I said, email inquiries will be responded to in the language which they were sent to us. In the case of Spanish or other language calls, there may be a need for those to be scheduled in order to access an interpreter, but that is something we can definitely do for you.